What's up, guys? It's your Supah Playaz back at it again. It's your host Tony G, bringing you another Market Monday. And of course, if you're new to the channel and you like these type of videos, definitely smash that like button, comment down below, and be subscribed for more awesome market watches on Monday. And stay tuned for tomorrow because we have a special market watch for tomorrow as well. So stay tuned for that one. And so let's get into it now that Ultimate Squad is now released. I am so excited to talk about what the prices are now and how much they've dropped since the last time we saw this, guys. And I think everyone was mentioning, they were asking like, oh, like what's the next good cards to pick up? And so here are pretty much the cards I think are pretty solid to pick up for this upcoming set. And obviously we have an overview, of course, but let's get into it right off the bat with the secret rare. Last time we couldn't see this one because no one was selling it just yet, but we have Piccolo and Son Gohan New Found Might, the new secret rare. Obviously the movie's coming out this later this summer, I believe, and it's sitting at $219. Do I see this card being used competitively? Heck yes. And do I see this being used in almost every yellow deck? Yes, of course. This card is bananas, guys. The more cards you have in rest mode, the more energy you reduce it. And not only that, it's a 30k combo if your opponent's gonna try to go for game, or if you're gonna try to go for game yourself. You use this guy and it just adds a little bit more pressure to your opponent to make sure they out combo more. But this card is amazing. Again, a good card to pick up. I think it's gonna be a universally good yellow card to use in almost any yellow deck. Then go on to the next one, Oath of Z. What is the money card or the money secret rare? This is the second runner up from this secret rare set. I think this one has somewhat of a value of $99, and it's at $100. I mean, you want to pull the Gohan. The Gohan is probably the money card, of course, and you get your money's worth, obviously. And if you wanted to sell it for $200 something. And so this is the second most expensive card in this set. And then we go on to the next one. It's Invader's Vow, another great card, another awesome looking secret rare with the Frieza clan. Last time we checked it, it was at like I think 89 to almost $100, 120, and now it's sitting at 79.97, being the cheapest. And obviously the more pages you go, the more expensive it gets. And so again, if you want to pull any of the secret rares, the money card is definitely the Son Gohan. Everyone was asking, oh, we didn't see the price of it last time, and here it is now. And then the second one is this guy, and then the third one is this awesome green card. And then we go on to the next cards. What are some great SPRs from this set that you want to get and people are using? It's the SS Son Gohan Pan and SS Trunks. Very good card, very awesome card, especially with that new baby unison. It's bananas. Like, you put this card under, add a marker. Not only that, you get to spirit boost, minus it, you board wipe the whole board if there's some problematic cards. It's insane. This card is super powerful, and it's amazing. I think if you're playing any unison with 3 costs or more, this card is the card to be playing in that set, or with that combination of whether it's Jiren or even the baby unison, which is very phenomenal. I think we're gonna have to talk about that one next as we keep going. But then we have SS2 Son Gohan Z Fighter SPR. Very great card. These are the money cards. I feel like, look at that. This card is nuts. I think this card is bananas. I think this one is probably one of the best looking artworks in the set, in my opinion, also. But it's also one of the best yellow unisons that came out this set as well. I mean, this guy is the Trunks on steroids, I feel. He gets triple attack, -3. And not only that, he blows up anything that's in ignoring barrier in rest mode, which is pretty nice. In my opinion. So this is a really good board removal, in my opinion. And so then we go on to the next one. Obviously people are topping with Toa. We have Demon God Toa Furious Onslaught. Very good card, another great money card that you want to pull from this set. Very, very awesome. I think this is worth it. I think what you guys are looking at is a very awesome SPR. But yeah, this card is pretty awesome, in my opinion. Toa just stopped in an event, and I could see these cards going up in price, of course. But then we got some other awesome cards. We got Cell Ultimate Bio Android, a very good card. I was surprised that Gamma didn't make a stronger appearance in this regional, I guess you could call it. But sitting at $12.99. So these are the money SPRs I would say are really worth it. And then we go on to obviously the next SPR, which is Golden Frieza Newfound Might, which is SR. One of the money SRs in this set. Very good card. Very strong in my opinion. I think Cooler is underrated. A lot of people are looking at Cooler now. And it's super strong. I mean, I was getting hand destruction. I wasn't even prepared for it. I was so confused by how powerful it was doing its plays. But another card that's pretty awesome. I think sitting at a reasonable price, $13, $17. I mean, that's a really good SR. I haven't seen SRs be at this price in a while, especially when it's a new set. And it's been 2 weeks since the set dropped, and this is the prices they're sitting on. So, I mean, this is pretty cool. And then we go on to the last card is Pan Soaring Through Space. Another great SR card that's sitting at a reasonable price. Got bought out. Again, GT, it's making a strong appearance in this format. I think people were topping with it, and it's a very good card. And so, I mean, that's another SR. And then obviously we're going to look at the overview of what other money cards are good from this set. So obviously we have some SRs, some SPRs are not that expensive. Some are more expensive than others, but again, this baby is relatively cheap. So if you haven't gotten this card is bananas. I think this is another SR that's probably going to be up in price that I recommend getting. It's very expensive. Well, it's very cheap right now, but it's going to get expensive. Trust me, guys. This is a very good card for competitive play, and maybe if you're a collector, you want to collect the baby parasite archetype. I mean, go for it. But this card is amazing. I honestly think this is a very good card. You guys should be picking it up. And so we go back. Let's keep watching some other cards. I think there's a bunch of cards that are worth getting, especially like some SPRs that are relatively cheap, like $7, $7, $8. Definitely recommend picking up some of them. And then we go on to some other SPRs, SRs that are relatively cheap. So again, if you're trying to ball on a budget, then I think if you're trying to get some SPRs, SR variants are pretty solid at this price currently. I think it's pretty worth it in my opinion. But again, if you're trying to bedazzle your deck, definitely do it. If you're trying to save money, we have that SPR Gohan, obviously SS2, sitting at $3. So again, it depends on what you guys are trying to do. Overview of all the SRs, they're relatively cheap. They're like $3-4. If you're trying to play a competitive deck, it's not going to cost you that much money, honestly. But there you guys have it. These are the SPRs and SRs of this set. And how much does a box go for? $62. That's relatively cheap. So if you're trying to get yourself a box, get it now. Pretty cheap in my opinion. And then you got the premium pack sitting at $16 as well. So there you guys have it from your host, Tony G. Like always, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if there's any cards I should be talking about. I did read one of the comments of the last video. Someone wants to see what is the best tier list of what boxes to buy. So stay tuned for that video up like later on this week or maybe next week. But I like that comment, and so thank you to that super player out there that mentioned that. But stay tuned for tomorrow because I'm going to be mentioning where to buy One Piece and how much it's been sold out for. So stay tuned for that One Piece card game market watch. Of course, it's going to be limited, not too many market watches on One Piece, but I'm going to do my best to get you guys the best prices for that card game that's coming out. So there you guys have it from your host, Tony G. Like, comment, subscribe, and definitely let me know if there's any other things you guys would like me to talk about, like any cards. So there you guys have it from your host, Tony G. Y'all stay super.